Hey, I just wanted to make a spontaneous video once again to share a little tip, a side note, but it could be applicable to other domains. But as I'm in gender making, I'm gonna solely kind of focus on this. But it's about choosing the projects right. And what I mean by that is when you do, especially the people that do custom work, so which implies having to deal with clientele and their needs and also their expectations, and you finding a middle ground to see if what they would like is actually doable or not, or if you have to find a kind of middle ground, a compromise to get the piece done and please everyone, while you having fun making it, crafting it, and them wearing it, especially if it's like, I feel like engagement rings, wedding bands, all those things, or even like specific pieces. And I just wanted to kind of warn you, because obviously it happened to me. I think I would leave you actually with a question rather than telling you what I think. It's just, would you see yourself taking up a project that you don't truly feel that you put yourself, your soul, your heart in it, and your skills in it too? And is the money really worth it if it's a big amount? I really would advise you to consider and to think twice before getting the final answer, because in the end, getting stuck with a project that you realize that is not really meant for you, that where the client is looking for a certain type of blueprint or a certain theme around what they want, that is not you, that doesn't reflect your own craft and your own identity and individual identity as an artist. Do you really want to pick up the project? And if it's several projects that are combined together for the same person, the first question I would ask myself is, am I vibing with this person? Is this client somebody that I understand and that understands me back when I give options and suggests things when it comes to the design and to the materials and all that? I think it's something that we really underestimate, especially when we're like the kind of cliche but quite true starving artist, starving creator that wants to pay the bills and make ends meet and all that. And I don't want to sound pretentious or presumptuous about telling you not to take it, or but you have to keep in mind that if it's a job that you enjoy doing, if it's really a passion of yours, picking up the wrong projects could quite literally crush the passion and make you resent the person that you're working with and resent yourself for picking up the project if you have to put it to fruition and to pass the finish line in one piece. So it's something that I thought was just food for thought. Be kind of conscious and aware of the projects you're choosing and the reason that are motivating you to choose those projects. Because honestly, I can tell you, working on weeks or like even days, even freaking hours on something that is not suiting you and that you feel is not resonating with you is pure torture and labor. So I really think that all the gold in the world is not worth your peace of mind and cherishing a skillful craft that you've acquired over years just because the lucrative aspect is taking the upper hand. But sometimes I guess it's not black and white. Sometimes you gotta take those projects, but you have to really be quite pragmatic and realistic about what it will truly cost you. And I'm not only talking about time. So it was just some food for thought for today, because I thought that's a subject that's a bit undermined, but that has to do a lot with the creative process and people working in a creative field. So if this resonates with you, or if it makes you think, that's already a good enough for me. So I'll see you around for another video, and yeah, and also for those that still have followed up till there and haven't clicked out, I would really advise you to personally, the person that I look up the most when it comes to the artistic side would be, I guess, Michael Jackson and Miles Davis. and especially Miles Davis, because I've read a book and I would like to read his autobiography. I think it's next in my reading list, and I think if you're an artist, you should read, I think it's Kind of Blue, the book that came out recently. I got it at the library, because it really shows the many aspects, many facets of Miles Davis, but more so his relationship to artistry, to creating, to his craft, and to his own kind of blueprint and kind of line of authenticity and of integrity with himself. He had a lot of to deal with a lot of personal issues, drugs and all those things, but you don't fuck with Miles Davis. And I think it's something that we ought to remember when we're really wanting to please everyone and also wanting to do a good job in our field, is that what comes first is us, not the people we're working for. So that's it. That was a kind of a little side note. I hope that this was out of service. Hard to pronounce, especially when I talk too fast. And wish you a good day, and there's other videos coming up every Friday so far, so I hope you'll enjoy the next one, and I'll see you around. Bye!